Another area of disagreement between Saudi Arabia and the US is the Iran nuclear deal. Tell me, what concerns, what differences of opinion do you communicate to the Americans, and are they listening?
Well, as I said, Saudi Arabia and the United States have an ongoing and robust dialogue over a host of issues. Certainly the nuclear program, weapons program in Iran is among the many issues that we discuss on a regular basis. We have made our concerns known about the JCPOA back when it was first signed, even though ultimately we did support it, and we will support anything that ensures that Iran does not possess the know-how or the technology to produce nuclear weapons. But we've always had some concerns about one, the sunset clauses of the agreement, which in effect render it temporary in nature. We want something more permanent. And we also had concerns about the nuclear, or the missile program in Iran. And perhaps most importantly, we've always had concerns about not addressing Iran's support of militant and not state actors in the region. We've always felt that all of these issues have to be addressed and agreed to in tandem.
Tell me, why in particular can't the Democrats see Iran for what it is?
Well, I think you'll have to address that question to Democratic members of Congress here, but it's important to note that we do maintain good relations with not only with the U.S. administration, but we have continuing dialogue with leaders in Congress of both Democrats and Republicans. I think that there is an appreciation, certainly it's become clear to us over the past few months, that the leadership in Congress understands the very serious security concerns that Saudi Arabia faces in Yemen and elsewhere. And as I said, the US and Saudi Arabia work on multiple fronts. Yemen is one of them, but we also work very closely on countering the threat that the international community and the region faces from non-state actors and terrorist groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. We work closely towards stabilizing international energy markets, and the list really goes on and on. So I think what you see is a continuity among various US administrations in appreciating the constructive role that Saudi Arabia plays in promoting peace and stability, promoting stable international energy markets, and the cooperation that we have on multiple fronts.
In recent years, Mr. Naaser, the kingdom has grown closer to Russia and China. How is this viewed in Washington? Is it frowned upon, or might it be regarded as a useful conduit from a trusted ally to other countries?
Well, I think it's important to keep in mind that Saudi Arabia maintains good and robust relations with really the overwhelming majority of countries around the world. It makes perfect sense for us to maintain and to build new relations with emerging powers like Russia, China, India, and others. At the same time, we continue to have longstanding relations with the United States, with the United Kingdom, with France and other countries, as well as obviously excellent relations with our neighbors in the region. However, it's important to note that even if we develop some new relations, whether it's China, India, or other countries, that has not come at the expense of our longstanding relations, other relations with the United States or UK or the other. We do not see our foreign policy through a zero-sum prism.